Hello, you guys. So I'm Michelle Eldridge. Welcome back. I'm so excited to do this full get ready with me. If you are catching this on the replay, why is that blurry? That's stupid. Okay, so if you're catching this on the replay, let me know. If you do happen to hop on live, say hello. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day. Let me know what you're doing. What am I going to say? I don't even know. A text message just come through and I lost my train of thought. Jace, I need you to be quiet now. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do a full get ready with me. I'm going to explain to you kind of why I use what brushes are for what, and why it's so important to use the right brushes for you, okay? So that's why color matching is important. That's why sending me that selfie facing that window about 3 feet back is the most important thing you can do. Whether you want the makeup or you just want the brushes, I still need that selfie, okay? So that is so important. Because then I can see your face and see what it needs, what texture it has or has not got, what shape it is. All of that matters. So send me a selfie or send it to Dina. She'll send it to me. Either one, and I will get your recommendation. Go sit down, please. Go sit down, please. Go sit down. Okay. Okay, so for me personally, okay, we're going to get up close and personal here. But I have acne scars, large pores all over my face, okay? Lots of discoloration, lots of things. Used to be worse, but that's the point. So for me, the 30-second hack brush is what's going to work. And I have a more round face. I have lots of this, right here. So this brush is going to work better for me. Doesn't mean it's going to work better for you, okay? So, let's go. So we're going to start. Hey, thank you. So for me, I use 2 colors. I didn't use 2 colors the other day because I wanted to show you how simple it could be. But I'm going to show you what will cover why I use each color and why it matters, again, that I match you and you get the right things, okay? So I'm going to use this color, which is just a little bit darker than I actually am, but it's actually going to cover all of this and the discoloration. It is going to give this a smooth airbrush finish, and then when I come back, I'm going to use my actual skin color to brighten, okay? It's actually a little lighter, or not lighter, but brighter than my actual skin tone, so it's going to brighten me up. So first we're going to use this one, and we're going to cover all this stuff, okay? And if you need a more full coverage look, then you probably will be getting something similar with 2 highlight colors, okay? Or maybe you're just a makeup lover and you want to. That's fine as well. But if you need it, I will tell you. If you don't need it, I won't tell you it. You can tell me if you love makeup and you just want an extra one, I will get it for you. I will tell you what you need. But otherwise, I won't tell you anything you don't need. And that's just the way I am. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm not swiping this on, okay? I'm stippling it on. That, my friends, is going to make the biggest difference. I don't care what brand of makeup you use. If you don't have a quality brush that you're applying it with, the right brush for your skin, it's not going to look right, okay? Okay. Now, I'm going around my mouth. And I'm being super extra, like stipply, okay? I'm doing these stipples because 1, I need the coverage. 2, I know where my worst spots are, okay? And when you use too much product, you exaggerate those smile lines, those pores, anything that you're trying to cover, all you're doing is exaggerating them. When you swipe, if you have those issues. If you don't, you're like 17 and you have the perfect skin, then that's awesome for you, okay? I wish that I was you. But I'm not, and so I use makeup to give me that flawless looking skin. I don't use a filter when I wear makeup. I don't have to. Nobody should be. And see, for me, you saw the other video, I didn't cover anything here. I'm going to, because that's what I need to cover up all of my acne scars and make it airbrushed, okay? You'll see, because I'll get way back up close and personal, rather, so that you can see the after effect as well, okay? And you'll just have to bear with my children because, well, they're my children, and that's what that's it. Especially the baby, because she's right on top of me 24/7. Okay, and I'm just stippling this on. A little will go such a long way. So add in as you want to add in as you go and blend it out. That's why a blender is so important. So that if you do use too much, it picks up anything you don't need. And you don't have to worry about extra or sliding off your face or anything like that. So your nose, okay, your nose, most everybody's nose is darker than the rest of their face. So when you're doing your nose to cover your pores, if you get too light of a shade, you're going to have texture in your pores. Harley, that's enough, okay? It's going to show up way worse if you have too light of a shade. Hush now, or I'm going to throw it away. Okay? It's going to show any fine lines. It's going to show pores if you're using too light of a shade in an area. That's why I start out with a darker color myself than I actually am. And move in. The only place that I will swipe is on my forehead, because I have good skin on my forehead. That's the only place. Okay? So that's it. Okay? Now I'm just kind of feathering that up. I'm not really making sure there's a lot of coverage up there because I don't need it. But that's the only place in my face I don't need it. Okay? And I'm just stippling and blending this kind of as I go. Okay? So now let's move on. I need you to be quiet and put it back in your compact. Put it back in your compact. Here. Put it back in your compact. Put it back in there. They go in there. My daughter has makeup, you guys. Okay. So now let's get this. This is my contour color. You'll get one for you. Okay, so you see that natural shadow right there. No, stop. No, not mine. Not mine. Okay? Not mine. I don't want mine. All right. Sorry. So you see there's a shadow here. This is also my worst place for pores and acne scars. So I had to stipple here as well. I did flip that side of the brush. And I am stippling to make it. Hush. Get down there and get it. I am stippling, you guys. Sorry. To get that airbrushed. No, whatever. And I do not do anything under my skin, you guys. Nothing. I don't need anything. You don't need anything unless you're dry. You don't need anything under this makeup. Not a thing. Not one thing. There's no reason you should be prepping your skin or doing some crazy whatever. You don't need primer. You need the right brush. You need the right makeup. You need the right tools, okay? So again, this is the only place that I will swipe on my face, okay? And I'm just kind of blending that down as I go and making it look right. So right here, we're going to stipple this out. Don't worry, we'll look fine in a minute. And I'm going to stipple it. We are not swiping here, okay? We're not swiping. We are stippling. Over and over and over. Now, for you, you may have a smaller face. You may have a smoother face than me. So you might not be using this brush, okay? For smaller faces, what I like to do is, move out of the way, you're not getting that, ma'am, is give them this brush. I actually prefer to have both of these brushes in my hand. But most of the time people start out with one. So they either get one of these two, okay? No, you're not getting that either. Okay, and you can do the exact same thing for your face with that brush. You just have to know which one you need. Whether you're using this makeup or not, it's important, okay? Don't look at my hair. I don't know. It's feeling some stuff right now. I don't know what is happening. I've got to fix it because it's getting on my nerves now. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, buddy. So fun. All right. Now, let's go down here around your jawline. You're going to barely tap straight into your color. And you're going to go straight on the jawbone. Straight. And what that does, do you see what that's doing? It's gave me this defined jawline. That, my friends, is the manipulation of light. And I also like to do the same thing, again, on my chin. Have a more prominent chin, so I like to make it appear less prominent because I have an underbite. And so this way I can, now I'm blending it, and you can swipe here, okay? And I just like to take whatever's left on the brush and go down my neck with it. You're not getting that either. Why do you keep doing this? No, sissy. You're not. Go in there and get your buck. Okay, so we're not doing nose contour yet. Now we're going to do blush, okay? So blush for me today is going to be this one. These all three are blushes for me, okay? But I'm using this one today just so you guys can see the difference, because I used a different one the other day. And pink, or I'm not sure, did I? I think I did. I think I used nude the other day because I love it. But these are the ones that I like the best on me. And it goes from like dramatic to not so dramatic. And you just want to pat that in on the apple of your cheek so that it's adding color and life back into your face. But you're not contouring with blush and drawing that stuff all the way up in there. That's not what we're doing here, okay? We're just sitting it on the contour right there on that chubby part of your face. And you're just leaving that. You're going to leave it and it's going to be good. Okay? Okay. Now, for making sure that you have everything that you need picked up off your face. Say you've used a lot of something, or maybe you think you have, maybe you're not sure. Go in those smile lines and pick up product underneath those eyes especially. Because if you don't, I don't care what brand of makeup you use, if you've used too much, it's going to look rough very soon. Very, very soon. It will not take long at all to look rough. Okay? Okay. Go around your nose with that blender. It's going to be amazing. Okay? It's going to pick up everything. And you're not going to have to worry, am I looking the right way? Am I blah, blah, blah. And this is why I like to use both brushes. So, I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to do my nose contour. You can do it super quick with this brush. Super quick. If you do nose contour at all, you can do it super quickly with this brush. And you won't have to, like, be as precise. Now, when I'm getting ready, and I'm going somewhere, and I'm going to be out for a while, I will do something that's a little more advanced, okay? And I'll use a smaller brush. And I can tell you what that brush is if you're a more advanced kind of gal, okay? But if you're not, this is my every single day makeup. Now I'm going to switch into that lighter shade that I was talking about. It's actually brighter, not lighter. Makes a big difference when I say that. And I'm going to get it on the smaller end of this, and I'm going to go right in here in my eyes. And this is going to take care of any darkness under my eyes. This is going to make it so that I'm like looking bright and beautiful, and it's helping this nose contour job as well. It's just, there's lots of little tricks that you can do. This is way more in depth. There's definitely basics, and there's more in depth. So I know that everybody has their own different way of doing things, or you're a makeup girl, you're not a makeup girl. I like to touch on things for everyone, okay? So, and under your eyes, it's the most delicate part of your face. So, I'm not sure what you guys are using under your face, under your eyes rather, but it's super important that we're not being too hard on them under your eyes, because you will age yourself. You will, and nobody wants that. Okay, so this is why it's important to get that blender and make sure that when you use too much, you can pick it up. You can pick it up, because if you don't, you will, promise you will, look like a crazy person. And we don't want you looking like a crazy person and all you wore your makeup was like 2 hours. That's not what we want. We want you to have an 8-hour look and to make it all day and not have to worry about touching your makeup up. And if you do anything at all, if you're oily and you do anything at all within that 8 hours, I want it to just be dab your face, and that's it. I don't want you having to go in with more makeup or look like a crazy person, like a greased over monkey because you've used way too much stuff. None of us want that for you, okay? So, this is what we want. We want you to look great. So now we're picking up the extra product because we did layer this, right? The basics are you don't have to layer it, right? You don't. But I do, because I like the airbrushed look, because I have lots of pores and lots of scars on my face. Big ones, not little ones. Little ones, it would be fine. And I still look good, but I don't look the way that I want to look. Harley, take it to Jace. He can open it for you. He can open that for you. Okay? Jace, open that book for Sissy. Thank you so much. She has a new book and she wants it opened. Okay. All right. So now, let me get a powder brush. This is probably going to be something like you're going to be like, well, what is happening? What is she doing? Why is this a powder brush? Let me just tell you. So when you're using a big fluffy brush like this one for powder, you're doing it wrong. Okay? This is blush, bronzer. Blush, bronzer. This is a powder brush. Why is this a powder brush? This is shaped to an angle to fit under your eyes. This is shaped to press it in. Because you don't want to create a sandstorm. Create texture so that when somebody's up close to you, they're like, "Where, girl, you look, something's different." It's because you look crazy. We don't want that. We don't want that. So, let me spray my face. I almost forgot because I moved my spray. Harley, that's enough.
I can't open this book.
Generously spray your face. Now, if you are dry skinned, you could stop right here. Okay? You could stop right here, put your illuminator on, and roll. Like you could have already put your illuminator on and rolled. But for me, I'm going to add powder so I don't put my illuminator on until last, because I want it to show up very, very well. Because I want to be seen from space. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to take that same blender. This little guy gets a lot of work. He gets a lot of work. And if I wasn't doing this video, I would already be done. Like if I was not telling you steps, I would already be done. And I would already be on my way to wherever I would be going or doing or whatever, just being home. It's just the way that it is. Super quick, way quicker when you're not explaining it. Okay, so now let's get this powder. So take this end, the end that's shaped like this, and if you're oily or you like a matte finish, you're going to get that on your brush like this, and you're going to take it and you're going to tap underneath your eyes or wherever you're oily, right? If you have fine lines under your eyes, you're going to take it there. So for me, I sweat a lot. I'm always hot. I'm oily. My pores are large. So oil obviously is something that I'm not immune to it. I definitely have lots of oil. So I make sure that I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it at all. And I sweat a lot. So I want to put it right here. I want to go move my face like this. Tap around my mouth. Same thing as your chin. Make sure that you make that skin tight when you're putting it there. Okay? Same thing, we're going to go right through here. Anywhere that there's not blush or contour, okay? You can obviously go over it if you would like. I do not like to, because I like to leave that pigment there. Nothing over there is going to be moving on my face. I'm going to smile, but there's not any like lines or whatever. So I don't need that to stay. I'm not oily over there. So it's going to stay, and I'm not going to have to do anything except the spray over it. So now let's go down the middle of my nose because there's lots of pores there. But you want to be careful because you don't want to kill your contour, okay? Okay. So now, oops, I don't know why I threw that back in there. So now we're going to flip sides of the brush and just tap it in there. That's all. Okay? We're going to tap it all in and make sure that we got anything extra off. Harley, don't tear up the book. Anything that's extra is coming off your face and going into your skin without making you look textured or weird or gross or whatever, okay? Now, let's do illuminator. So, my illuminators are personal preference pretty much. So, for me, I like honey a lot, so I use it a lot. I'll trade between it, Dream, and Pearl. Dream is brand new. I'm not sure that it's going to be around for a long, long time. But if you have like these pink undertones, oh my word. And I have pink undertones, but I use honey to warm my face back up some, kind of, and add just that glow. And it still looks super natural on me. However, we can make sure we pick something that works for you. Okay. Again, this thing is getting its workout in. Definitely working itself out. It's paying for itself right here. Okay. Tools are important. So important. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this side of the thing that I didn't put the stuff on. I'm going to blend where I put it. The illuminator. Okay. And make sure that I didn't put any way too much. And I always do, so I always have to do this. And what it's doing is creating a lift. It's making you beautiful. It's going to make you look youthful, glowy. That's what we want. Now, let's move on into brows. So, here's our brow brush, and you can use whatever you want. Some people, we're going to do powder today, okay? We're just going to use powder. So, we have different eyeshadows. Most of our stuff have 2 or 3 or 4 different ways to use it. And this is an eyebrow brush. So, I don't have any brows that come in here, so I have to fake it, right? Have to fake it. And this is this brush is made in a way that you don't have to be a professional. It's made like a hair. So, you can just use it and be a beginner and be fine. And because I have little to no brows, I need all the help I can get. All the help I can get. So, now this probably looks crazy to some of you. That's okay. But it's going to work out. And for a natural looking brow, that's what I'm going for. You just want to outline the bottom of your brow. Right? The bottom, or fake a bottom because I don't have any right there. And just blend that up in strokes. And it will create this natural looking brow for you. Now, not everybody wants a natural looking brow, and that's okay. You can go a step further and line the top and then blend in as well. But for the purpose of me, for this video, and every single day, this is what I do kind of thing, this is how I do it. So, this brow over here comes down farther, so I really don't have to come over here and do a whole lot extra at the bottom of my, or at the tip of my brow right there. I don't have to do that. But, I do still not have any brows, so I have to be very careful and line the bottom of the brow. And then I will start blending it up. Blending it up to my natural. Boo-boo, no. And you don't have to worry about it being perfect because there's no need. Your natural brow is not perfect. Now, if you want a perfect brow, again, line the top and do that. You do not have to do it, okay? It's totally your call. Now, I'll look at my brows and I'll say, do I need anything extra? And usually right at the front, I do. So I'll just go ahead and fix it. And anything I don't like, obviously, I'll just wipe away. It's fine. But you want to blend it. And all the color will blend. And it'll be gorgeous. And you'll be fine. Okay. Now, both sides are pretty much even. But they're not going to be perfect ever. I'm going to fix that because that's annoying. I may do another live video after this. My team and I are doing a Zoom call. We do one every single night. So I'm like, you guys, I'm going to move it to 7:30 so that I can do this video for these guys. And I can look like a, I don't know what when I get on there. So brows are done. Now we're going to move to eyeshadow, okay? We're going to do eyeshadow. I'm just going to do something super simple. And I'm going to take this pink color. This is called Mama. And I'm going to go into my, you can't see. I'm just going to go into my crease. I'm in love with this color. I use it all the time. It's super good for brown eyes. And it's always been one of my favorites, especially for every day, right? It makes my eyes pop, and I don't have to worry about being like all glamazon. I still look great. And if I want to glam it up, I totally can. If I want, and I can still use the same color, just add something in. It all depends on what I'm doing and what I'm not doing, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this color right here. This is called Sabrina. We're going to pack it. Now, eyeshadow is something that most people are like, I can't do eyeshadow. And when in fact, it's really you're using the wrong brush, okay? It's really the wrong brush, the wrong eyeshadow, the wrong lots of things. But most of the time, it's just the brush. And if you would just change your brush, your eyeshadow game would be strong. So I'm oily, and I had gave up eyeshadow because I kept just looking, I kept being like getting creasing in my eyebrow, or in my eyelid rather, because I'm oily. And I hated it. This is Sabrina. Still, you guys, I've not changed colors. I hated it so much, so I just quit wearing it. And with these eyeshadows, they're not creasing. I can wear them all day. I don't have to worry about it. And that is, I mean, and I never could do eyeshadow. So I was skeptical about buying them. But right now, the ones that are there, there's only a few. But they're on sale. Harley, stop. No. Okay. They're on sale, and they last a year or more a piece, and so it makes such a good anything. Our new ones are coming out soon, and it's going to be amazeballs. Okay, I just said that on a live video. Okay. Okay, so just to add a little bit of flavoring, or whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to add just a little bit of this color right here, just to add a little something. Just a little shimmer. Now, if you have hooded eyes, always do your shimmers last. They say don't use shimmers if you're hooded eyes. You can. You just have to know how to use them. Use them right. And any eyeshadow look that you ever see me do, so I have a group. And if you're not in that and you want to be, or for whatever reason you want to just follow along, you can ask Dana and she can tell you what it is. Well, hold on. But I never do looks that aren't universal for everybody. So if you have hooded eyes, you don't, like, I have hooded eyes, obviously. But whether you do or don't, anything that I ever show you is universal for anybody. Okay? Okay. Now, that pink color that I put in my crease, we're going to go down here. Put it under here. Okay? Whoops. I don't know what I just done right there. Do the same thing over here. Okay. Harley, no. Okay, now let's do a lash mascara. This is not, we don't have a lash mascara, which is ironic, I know. But her name, the creator of the company, is actually, her name is Kara. And in 5th grade, she wanted to create this mask that women could put on their face, wake up in the morning, and their makeup was done. And that's where the name mascara came from. And I think it's super cute. It has nothing to do with lash mascara. But we do have one in the works. But she won't just throw a product on the market just to sell something because we know we could sell it. But she's just not going to do that. She has to make sure it's perfect, that it's above and beyond anything that's out there. If she can recreate it, she doesn't want it. And so we've been waiting on this for about 18 months now. Maybe 16, but several months. This lash mascara that I actually use is super cheap. And a tip for your lash mascara is never dip in again. Never dip in again to your mascara after you do your top lashes. Just use whatever's left on your bottom lashes. Don't dip again and you won't look crazy. Well, put them in your compact, sissy. Okay, so this lash mascara is actually called CoverGirl Peacock Flare. It's just like $6-8 and it does a darn good job for a $6 lash mascara, okay? But if you're looking for a awesome, like, more expensive lash mascara, Thrive Cosmetics, not C-O-S, C-A-U-S-E Medics. They have amazing, it's called Thrive Lash Extension Mascara or something like that. It's my favorite ever in the world. And I've tried every mascara ever. There's just a hot tip on that. Okay, so now, if I were going to put on bronzer, okay, I'll just put on some bronzer just to show you guys. But we have a cream bronzer and we have a powder. But you would use this brush. That's the only way you're using powder with this brush is bronzer. And you just take it and you go into the bronzer lightly, okay? And then you're going to take it and you're going to go. So contour isn't bronzer. Contour goes where shadows are. Bronzer goes where the sun's going to hit. So the sun's going to hit me right in here, right in my temples. And you're just going to lightly feather that on. And I'm fair. So you have to be very careful with what you're doing. Okay, we're not trying to look like a Cheeto. We're trying to warm up, right? So, add some color to our face. A little bit right here. Just have a little bit extra right there. And just give ourselves just a little bit more color. Not a ton. We don't need a ton of anything. So, that's the only time you're going to use that for. And I'm just blending this in to make sure the powder goes in on my skin like a second skin, so that I don't look crazy in a few minutes or don't get texture or whatever. Make sure that if you just hopped on this, that you watch from the beginning, because it makes a world of difference when you know what you're actually seeing. Okay? Okay. Now, let's see. I think that's it, but I'm going to show you all the brushes side by side so that you can kind of see. Okay. So this brush I don't use a lot. I absolutely love the brush. If you're a girl who likes to bake your face, this brush will be your best friend, okay? But my favorites are these right here. Hold on. Actually, it's probably not true. I don't know. So the ones that I use the most is this. Obviously the eyeshadow brush for sure. I use the 30-second, Harley, I've got hair all over it now. The 30-second hack brush a lot, but that's for my face. And then the multitasker brush. The multitasker brush, I use this usually for my brows. I use it for lip liner. I use it for literally all the things, okay? And then this is actually a brow brush. And if you get the entire collection, you save some money, which is what I done. And that's how I ended up with all the brushes. And then, of course, I can't live without the powder brush because I do powder every day. Or every time I wear my makeup. So it's super important for me to have a powder brush. And I bet nobody thought that this would be like, this is for powder. But that is what it's for, and it makes such a world of difference. And then again, this is for smaller faces. The detail hack brush is for detail and for the smaller face people. So that's why, again, it's so important that you send me a selfie and I tell you what you need. Okay? All right, you guys. Thank you for hopping on with me. Oh, wait, I said I would show you my face close up. So, now, if you look at the beginning of this video, I done this. And you could really see everything that was my face. And now, I look airbrushed. I look smooth. I look photoshopped almost, like literally. Who needs a filter when you know how to do your makeup right? And it's all in the tools you use. It's all in the brushes, you guys. So make sure that you watch this back. I hope it was helpful. If you have questions, feel free to ask them below. I will comment back. I'm not sure why it's not giving me the notifications. I'm just having to check in here. But I will check and I will help you guys as much as I possibly can. Thank you for being here. And there's more to come. So do not go anywhere. Make sure that you're checking this group. Maybe even go up there at the top of this group, click those 3 dots and click turn notifications on so that you're actually getting notified. Or go to my page, click follow so that you're knowing when I'm going live or when I'm posting in here, okay? All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.